Hello to all of you watching Rwanda Television. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this latest edition of the News in English. My name is Sarah Shinhore. As always, we'll begin with the headlines. Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva is in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to represent President Paul Kagame at the 39th Ordinary Session of the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the African Union to be held over the weekend. A concert has been held to celebrate all artists who have gone through the Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi program. Now the details. Thank you again for taking the time to join us. Prime Minister Dr. Justin Nsengiyumva, who is in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, on Friday took part in the second Italy-Africa Summit. The Prime Minister, together with other distinguished leaders, attended the meeting aimed at reviewing the progress made in cooperation between Italy and African countries. This is an initiative of the government of Italy intended to renew and strengthen political and economic cooperation between the two sides. The Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed Ali, described the meeting as a significant step in bringing Africa and Europe closer through broad and sustainable cooperation.
Ethiopia is proud to be part of this vision. Our participation in the first Italy-Africa Summit in 2024 and our continued engagement since reflects a shared commitment to move beyond words. As we host this summit in Addis Ababa, we reaffirm our readiness to work with Italy, with our African brothers and sisters, and with all partners committed to turning strategic dialogue into development outcomes that improve lives. Ethiopia is increasingly connecting Africa to the world. As the continent's diplomatic capital, a growing hub for aviation and logistics, and host of major global conferences, we are linking regions, markets, and ideas, raising Africa's voice in global affairs. Excellencies, our greatest asset is our people. Africa is young, ambitious, ready to innovate and lead. By investing in youth and skills, we can create jobs, unlock talent, and address today's challenges while preparing for tomorrow's opportunities. Technology, particularly artificial intelligence, is central to this future. Digital transformation and emerging technologies modernize energy infrastructure, improve food systems, enhance health, and enable trade, while delivering people-centered public services. By combining Africa's energetic and creative population with Europe's experience, technology, and capital, we can build solutions that deliver prosperity to our continents and beyond. The Mate Plan aligns closely with Ethiopia's priorities. It complements our homegrown economic reform agenda across renewable energy, climate-smart agriculture, infrastructure, digital transformation, and human capital development. From major hydropower initiatives and expanding regional interconnections to rail, aviation, and the creation of innovation hubs.
The Prime Minister of Italy, Giorgia Meloni, emphasized that the Italy-Africa Summit seeks to increase investment in Africa and build lasting political and economic partnerships between Italy and African countries. As we noted earlier, the Prime Minister, Dr. Nsengiyumva, will represent the President of the Republic, His Excellency Paul Kagame, at the Assembly of Heads of State and Government of the African Union, which will take place over the weekend. Now, participants in the Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi program say the knowledge they gained has helped them understand how to make productive use of their talents. This comes as a concert was held on Friday to celebrate all artists who have gone through the Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi program, an event that was attended by Her Excellency the First Lady of Rwanda, Jeannette Kagame. The First Lady toured various works by talented participants, including fashion designs, paintings, and other creative projects. During the event, certificates were awarded to participants who completed the third cohort of training, and prizes were presented to top performers in each category among the 9 talent categories under the program. The Director General of the Mbuto Foundation, Elodie Shami, noted that the Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi program aims to help young talents sharpen their skills and turn them into productive ventures that create jobs and improve their livelihoods as well as those of others.
Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi started in 2018. It began with a simple belief that art should not be just a passion. It's work. It is real work. With the 3 cohorts, this program has walked around alongside hundreds of artists, musicians, designers, filmmakers, writers, performers, helping them nurture their talent, equipping them with the necessary tools to face personal and industry challenges, and accompanying them in the pursuit of opportunities. So today, as we graduate the 3rd cohort, we're not saying that the journey is complete. We're celebrating progress, we are celebrating growth, and we're making space for moments like this. To the graduates, you already know that you're no longer just participants. You are ambassadors of a new creative economy. You have one mission: to keep supporting each other. Challenges will come, yes, but don't be discouraged. We believe in you. Lean into discipline when inspiration grows quiet. Maintain your integrity when no one is watching. Preserve your culture while pushing for innovation. Creativity is economic power. It is identity. This industry grows when you grow. When you sharpen your craft, when you move from passion to profession, when you sharpen your craft day in and day out, your talent can indeed lead to economic transformation for you, for your community, and for your nation. Now, I have a serious word for our partners, the private sector, and the public in general. As avid consumers of art, let us all be reminded that supporting creatives is also nation building. Let us buy their work, treat artists respectfully, pay them fairly, and keep showing up for their art.
The resident representative of the United Nations Development Programme here in Rwanda reminded participants that their talents are their strength.
Since its launch, Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi has supported 174 young artists across 9 creative disciplines, equipping them not only with artistic excellence, but also with entrepreneurial skills, market access, and professional networks. In 2025 alone, the 3rd cohort of 46 young artists produced 30 visual art pieces, 5 dance choreographies, 10 music recordings, a short film, and 4 fashion collections, which is a powerful demonstration of how talent, when supported, turns into real economic and cultural value. To the graduates, Ubuhanzi, our artists, your talent is your power, your culture is your strength, and your future is bright.
The Minister of Youth and Arts, Dr. Jean-Nepo Abdallah Utumatkwishima, urged the artists trained by the Mbuto Foundation to avoid bad habits that could undermine their talents. The Art Rwanda Ubuhanzi program was launched by the Mbuto Foundation back in 2018. Graduates of the program have trained in areas including screenwriting and film production, photography, digital arts, theatre and comedy, among others. Now, the Rwanda National Police has received a new fire engine as part of efforts to strengthen its capacity to extinguish fires and rescue citizens during emergencies. The new fire engine handed over to the Rwanda National Police was donated by the Rusumo Power Company Limited, which operates in Kirehe District. The managing director of the company said that they are committed to contributing to the prevention and response to accidents caused by electrical fires, which are closely related to their daily operations.
Company is not only involved in generating power, but also in other activities like social engagement. For example, today we handed over this fighting truck to the Rwanda National Police to show that our company is also there to accompany the governments of our three countries, Burundi, Rwanda, and Tanzania, in well-being for our people. You have seen that also not only the firefighting truck, but also in the health sectors also, we have been also working together with our three governments in social activities.
Now, the spokesperson of the Rwanda National Police, ACP Boniface Rutikanga, noted that the new vehicle will complement the existing fleet, enabling faster emergency response. The Rwanda National Police also stated that as infrastructure expands and cities continue to grow, it is essential to increase the number of such vehicles in order to maintain the safety of citizens and their property. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture and Animal Resources has announced plans to intensify poultry farming so that by 2029, more than 30% of the meat consumed here in Rwanda will be chicken. This is based on the fact that chickens produce quickly, that is, reproduce quickly, require little land and do not need significant capital to start farming. More than 13 million chickens, comprising of 9 breeds, are raised in Rwanda. Now, in 2025, Rwanda produced more than 219 million kilograms of meat, of which 62 million kilograms were chicken.
Poultry farming, we are progressing very well. The production, both meat and eggs, is increasing. Also, the demand is increasing as well. So, the government, through the Ministry of Agriculture and different partners, mostly private sector, is developing the requirements to succeed in this business. These requirements start from knowledge, because you need to have a poultry shed which ensures the biosecurity. So number 2 is to have the good breeds, which we grow fast. We have breeds specialized for meat. They are known as broilers. They are breeds specialized as to produce eggs. They are known as layers. So even farmers, you find that those specialized in the layers, specialized in the broilers, so in the country we are having one of the requirements is to have the hatcheries providing high quality and reliable supply of day-old chick, the chicks. So the farmers, they need to have these breeds. Another requirement to succeed poultry farming, also there is feed. In the country also, we have more than 10 feed plants which produce poultry feed. So farmers, they get good feed. Otherwise, if you have good breed but you don't feed them properly, they don't lay on the same pace every day. The growth is not as the one which is properly fed. So another requirement is extension service or knowledge capacity building of farmers or actors in that business. So in nutshell, and also to ensure in the country we have on a regular basis, we have the supply of the required vaccines and medicines, so that in case there is any outbreak, the farmers, they can get the required medicine easily. Another investment that the government put in this business, poultry farming, is to provide subsidy on insurance. Because as we professionalize this sector, there is need to have assurance that the investment you are going to put in this kind of business is safe. So farmers, professional farmers, they take this insurance, and the government contributes 40% of the premium. Currently in the country, we are having 7 certified hatcheries providing chicks for these different farmers. So these hatcheries, they have a partnership with specialized companies. Most of them are in Europe. Those companies, they specialize in breeding and produce a high quality, high performing breed of chicken, specialized in layers, those providing eggs, in broilers for meat. So these local certified hatcheries, they import fertilized eggs from those companies. They have that partnership. As I said, developing a breed, it is costly, it is expensive, it takes time. It may take like 20 years, 30 years in doing that research, and make sure that if you are in broilers, the usual local breed, which can give you 1 kilo to kilo of meat after, let's say, 7 to 8 months. They make sure that you have the same weight in between 1 month to 1 month and a half. So they invest in research, in a breeding program, so that they get that growth of more than 70% growth rate compared to the local breed. So these certified hatcheries, they import eggs from those specialized companies from Europe and even USA. The target of the Ministry of Agriculture and let's say the mandate is to ensure that the Rwandans and the people living in Rwanda, they have affordable and quality meat from different animal breeds. Let's say that we are looking at poultry meat to be at least 30% of the meat consumed on a regular basis in Rwanda, supplemented by fish, by pork, for those who don't have religious restrictions. So goat and sheep. Many people don't eat sheep, but sheep, they're high quality meat and even luxury ones. So poultry, the target is to have it contributing more than 30% of the consumed meat. Of course, beef, but beef, as you can witness, currently the price of it is almost a double of a kilo. If you take a kilo of beef and a kilo of poultry meat, it's almost a half, because it's around 7,000. So I will not say that it will reduce and be, the prices be equal, because what is required to raise or to rear a cattle, in terms of land, in terms of time, the required investment, it is not as the one you invest in a poultry. So that is not even an exception for Rwanda, because even the developed countries, the normal meat consumed on a regular basis is from those type of animals. So in Rwanda, the target for cattle, number one is to get milk. But of course, we need to have beef. We have a project known as Gako Beef Project, that where we have as a major source of beef in the future. The government of Rwanda is in a partnership with investors from Brazil. Brazil is the leading beef producer in the world. So it's where we are going to have a major source.
Now, moving on, a professor of the University of the Free State in South Africa has commended Rwanda's STEM initiative, that is the promotion of science, technology, engineering and mathematics, as a driver of growth. Applied mathematics solutions for infrastructure and health challenges and AI research opportunities. He spoke to RBA after the World Governments Summit in Dubai.
For Rwanda, I think that Rwanda is already doing a lot. I think that they should continue in that direction and continue using science, precisely engineering, because I think that they have developed a lot of new technology, using those new technology, to take Rwanda where President Kagame wants to take Rwanda. But we need, as African people, as I said already before, to introduce new results in chemistry that are suitable for African context, new results in mathematics that are suitable for Rwanda context. So that's the only thing I can say, that the president of Rwanda is already doing a good job. She should continue doing the same good job. The STEM mathematics, for example, is the root of all science. So if I want to give a very important message to the government of Rwanda, is to listen to the scientists, because they are the one doing the research, they are the one coming out with a new innovation, sitting with them often to discuss with them what are the challenge they are facing to introduce new technology or new result, and discussing with them and encouraging them, and also sponsoring them to continue doing research as the other country like China, for example, is doing, putting a lot of money in core science, and you can see how the development is taking place. But already, as I said, President Kagame is in my heart, because when you go to Rwanda, you can see that every day there is something new, positive that is introduced, and the city is one of the the clean city in the world. So he have to work with a researcher so that he should take Rwanda forward and make African proud.
It's the start of the weekend. I hope you have a great one ahead of you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Goodbye.